Hey, what's going on, ladies and gents? Back again. Hopefully, everybody's having a good day, night, evening, morning, whatever it is, wherever you're at. Here's what's going on at the moment with the 4090, with the Strix 4090. As you can see, it is out of my test bench. When when the GPU came in, it actually came in damaged from shipping. This bracket here, which is the mounting bracket that goes into the back of a case or the side of the test bench, it was actually bent, which the pictures that I posted showing the GPU when it came in, it shows that being bent. What I also did notice when it came in is it had stress cracks, which one of the stress cracks is right there, another one's right there, and there's a few more over the block. There's another one right there, and that's a massive stress crack right there. I was able to the block was leaking when it came in. It didn't start off leaking right away. After the loop built up, pressure started leaking, but nonetheless I got all the stress cracks to stop leaking except for the one that's up here, because the stress crack is just too intense. But overall, between the front side of the block here and the back side of the block, I've got roughly about a good 13 14 hours of work into it, because I mean there's a lot more that's been done to this block than what you'll see. I've got my own little tricks, especially for when it comes to overclocking with the air conditioner, etc., that no, sorry, not going to mention in this video, because, well, I'm not going to let all my tricks out. But there's stuff on this block that, unless you see me do it, you'll never actually see it on the block. But the owner of the card knows about it. He knows about the card being damaged when it came in from shipping, because he showed him pictures of everything, and he's seen the damages, and he knows how he sent it out versus how I got it. But long story short, again, yes, obviously this is out of my test bench. When I spent about a good 6 hours roughly trying to fix this stress crack here, which is leaking. And believe it or not, I've got it repaired, because the owner finally came, well, not the owner finally came out and said, but the owner said he doesn't care how the block looks. He just wants me to play around with the card. He don't care how the block looks. He just wants me to play around with it, and yeah. But I told him, in order for me to fix this stress crack, I can't do it and keep the block looking good still. That was before all this sealant and all this stuff here. The block was looking brand new before I went to this extent. But I got it all sealed up except for right here at the top, which wraps right around the block, just right here, which the downfall is I can't get to that part of the stress crack because this does not come off this section of the block. It comes off the back side, which I'll show you in a minute, but doesn't come off this section, so that kind of put a damper on that part of the repair, which that's actually where the only spot where it's leaking now, so I can't fix that. So that pretty much puts the block in a spot of, yeah, it's a no-go. I was getting ready to figure out how to remove this to where I could reassemble it back on the block. Then the owner had come out and said that the owner had come out and informed me that he's already got a new block that he's he bought. He's having it shipped directly to me. Cool part about it is I know the block, and point blank, it's actually going to be upgraded from this. It's a far better block, and I cannot wait to get it in the mail and install it. It looks badass all the way around. No, I'm not going to tell you the block. That's going to be a surprise, because yes, when it's installed, that's going to be another video. But on the back side of the GPU, the water block, this was also stress. There were stress cracks on here too, which, yeah, as you see, I removed a lot of the screws, and that red stuff you see is Loctite. Because yes, I go to that extent with the stuff. There was just a stress crack here as well, as you can see it. That one leaked. I had to fix that one, and a few stress cracks here. The only two stress cracks that actually leaked the most was the one here and this one here, which I got this one fixed till the little edge right here, but that's all taken care of. And yeah, there's still water in the block. I'm not worried about it. And yeah, that's pretty much that. So needless to say, the block will be in in a few days, or yeah, the new block will be in a few days, so it gives me something to do for my Sunday, that I'm gonna, when it comes in. But yeah, that's pretty much that, and this block is pretty much done, over with. And I can honestly say, in my opinion, I don't care for these EK blocks. I mean, to me, this block is more trouble than it's worth. And no, I don't care about the water running off my pants, and don't worry about the water hitting the GPU or nothing. There's no power going to it, and as long as the GPU is bone dry when it gets put back together, nothing will be wrong with it. It'll be perfectly fine. But again, that's pretty much that, and yeah, that's where things stand at. And yeah, it's just a matter of a happy customer is a loyal customer, and it's one of my, as I said in the previous video, it's one of my connections in the XOC community. And the owner of the card knows that what I tell him, everything that I tell him issue wise, he also gets pictures of it. So he knew step by step everything I was doing for this card or this block. He knew everything step by step, because that's how I am. I don't hide nothing, especially to a customer. All the customers that I deal with, they all get pictures. They see what's going on step by step by step, so they know every little thing that's going on. And if I go to do anything to the card, I always ask first, and then once I get the okay, then yes, I do it. So everything that I've done to this card, the okay was given to me on, except for one thing I didn't ask on, but I already knew that the owner of the card wouldn't mind it. And believe it or not, when I did it, I actually sent him a video on it. He loved it, and he thought it was insane, going above and beyond what I should have done. But it's just how I am. I have a passion for this stuff. I love doing this stuff. I have more fun working on this stuff than I do of actually playing with it installed and pushing the stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much that. That's where everything's at. And massive shout out to the owner of the card for sending me the card to play with. Him and I, we have our own arrangements worked out with the card. We're doing what we're doing. We're having fun, and again, a happy customer is a loyal customer. We are talking on future. We are talking already about future future jobs, more or less. So yeah, I mean, the stuff I do here, I'll do for anybody. It doesn't matter to me. But as the saying goes, I don't work for free. I don't dig into pockets. It's what it is. I mean, that's just how it goes. So this is where we're at so far, and now you know where things are going. Now you know where things sit. And yeah, almost 9 minutes in. There's not really too much more I could say about it. Oh, and yes, just to give a heads up, because for how I tested the block is when I installed it on my motherboard. No, I did not put power to the motherboard. It's a very common thing to do, because I can hear somebody saying, well, if it leak on your motherboard, you're going to fry your motherboard. No, that's not the case. I have like 24 pin jumpers. You shut off the PSU, you unplug the 24 pin, you plug your jumper in, and how you turn things on and off is by the on and off switch on the PSU. At that point, it only puts power to the fan headers, which my water pumps are plugged into my a hub, which that hub is plugged into a fan header. So I can literally pour water all over the freaking motherboard, and it won't cause any harm, as long as it's bone dry when everything's all put back together, and before I put electricity to everything will be fine. On that note, a little over 9 minutes in, that's pretty much it. And next video will more than likely be coming Sunday when the block comes in, and pictures of that block will be coming as well. So stick around. There's a whole lot more fun we're gonna have later.